in the studio. We in the studio. With Rob in the studio. In the studio. In the studio. Catch a vibe in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. With Rob. We in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. Yeah, I'm in the studio with Rob. I need to make the heat flicker. Izzle on it, only thing can make a Rico beat sicker. So listen and get your wisdom. Gemstones on your head. Top with the OG like Flintstones, good in bed. Been living a long time and he got something to say. Depending on how you feeling, dog, you might got something to pray. This type of influence that you ain't gotta filter through your liver. We in the studio with Rob. Come let the heat rock simmer.
That's it.
Yo, what's up? Y'all miss so much fun when y'all don't hear it all. But anyway, yes. Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode
Robbie cursing.
In the studio with Rob. I am Rob, and I don't curse. And I'd like to welcome you into the studio. I'm with my man Izzle. What's going on, young fella?
Yeah.
Hey, glad to have you back. Glad to have back in the studio with it, brother.
I'm sorry, what?
You understand that?
What you said, Donald Duck?
I said I'm glad to have you back in the studio.
Good to be here, Rob.
Hey, what's up, people? Hey, we just want to welcome you back, and we want to have a little bit of fun today. And we're going to talk about something that I hope helps you out in making decisions, a good decision about your romantic life. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about how long should you date before you get married?
Oh, man, I thought this was about to be juicy. Boy, I thought we was about to push the envelope. No, I thought we was ready.
How long should you date before you get married? And this, the key factor to that is date. Because I think one of the things I think people do wrong, and I said this, if you go back to one of my early episodes about dating, I said, I think sometimes people become boyfriend, girlfriend too quick. You don't date enough people. You're just getting them in a relationship right away. So you're not dating people to find out what you like, what you don't like, the type of person you just automatic, oh, she fine or he's handsome. And then you become a couple. And then you try to base all your likes and dislikes basically off of one person. Versus if you were dating people, that means you can go out with different people and you get to see different, you get to experience different personalities. You get to show your personality into different ways and see how people handle it. So you get a better idea of who you should really have as a girlfriend or boyfriend. So with that, what I mean by that is, all right, so now we decided, okay, we're dating. We're boyfriend, girlfriend. How long should we do that before we decide that we want to get married? And one, I will tell you, I'm really talking about for younger people because I think it's different depending on the age. The older you are, time may be or not on your side, so you may not date quite as long, or whatever the case may be, or you have more information about who you are, so you can do things a little differently that other people can't. So for young people, let's say
yes.
No,
I say yes. Can you continue? I say yes. I'm listening.
Okay.
Yes, we're listening. All of us young people.
So
what's up, sir?
So let's say you have a girlfriend, and you had a girlfriend for 6 months.
Okay, that's pretty long term. Things sound serious.
6 months. So you should say, or do you think we should get married? I would say 6 months for, and again, depending on your age, everything's up. But we talking about young people right now. 6 months is really not enough time to get to know that person.
Wait. How fine are they?
See, that's the problem.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, see, that's
generally the answer should be yeah. No, we don't get married 6 months. But as always, I feel like the gauge moves. No, man, you gotta consider how fine they are.
If they fine, they gonna be fine. If they ain't fine 6 months from the 6 month period, then you got a problem. You should have waited anyway.
But you don't know that.
Right, that's why you should wait.
You got to strike while the iron's hot.
Nah, because that
could be the best 6 months of your life before they get ugly and old.
Yeah, because what happens is you get them right now and you say, oh, she fine. And then you be like, oh my God, she changed quick. Or he changed real quick. So you might want to you might want to slow walk that thing.
Did she change to unfine?
But that could happen.
Ooh.
No, all of a sudden he drinking a lot of beer, sitting watching games, and that he was like that 6-pack that's turned into a keg, or she's sitting there, she cooking dinner every day, and then she ain't going to the gym no more because she got her man. And look, things have changed.
See, that's the problem. So, I start out fat. That way I don't get better. In the gym, I'm good. Like I want to way better than when we first got together. I bagged you at my worst, and now, yeah.
So, and if that's the case, then y'all benefit. But this is the thing. I think, especially for men know early if you are the type of woman I would like to spend my life with. We figure that out early. Now, we may not act on it right away, but you do know. You know when you meet certain women that, no, I'm not going to propose to her. She's not wifey material for me. Not to say that she won't be for somebody else, but for me. So we figure that out. However, I think sometimes women keep hoping that the man would change or grow or do something different, as opposed to saying he is who he is. And I'm either I'm good with it or I'm not. And if you're not good with it, then you move on. But to me, if you've been dating a guy for 5 years and you still ain't getting proposed, and I'm not talking about you date him y'all started at 16. I ain't talking about that. That's ridiculous. But as a full adult, y'all out of school, y'all been dating for 5+. It's like, yo, what are y'all waiting on? What is he waiting on? What are you waiting on? Why are you waiting on him if that's the case? Because if he wanted to marry you and y'all been together, full adults, out of school, got jobs, doing y'all thing, y'all been dating for 5 years, and he still ain't asking you to marry him?
And you fine?
He probably just don't want to marry you.
You crazy.
But what happens is in most cases, I'm with you because I haven't found anything better yet. And that's where it's like, yo, either you want me or you don't. And the same thing for the guy. If you propose to this girl and she's still like, yo, I don't think we ready. That's because you ain't that dude for her.
And sometimes y'all just kind of locked in. Like, once you get past that little what's your favorite color stage.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really want to go right back to what's your favorite color stage.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, we already got past this, so I'm going to chill now. I don't think it's going to work long term, but we chilling right now.
And you get comfortable. Right. Exactly. And because you get comfortable, you then lose out the opportunity to meet Mr. or Mrs. Right. Because you're so comfortable with, well, they better than nothing. It's like, at least I got somebody. It's like, no, that's not what. Yeah, it's like, when we gonna go beyond just better than nothing? Better than, I don't know, at least I ain't by myself. Sometimes it's better for you to be by yourself.
It's real. Sometimes it be like, yo, I just don't feel like being by myself right now.
Hey,
that's a real thing.
Hey. Sometimes it's like, but sometimes it's better to be by yourself.
Also true.
Hey, look, and the older you get, you'll realize that more. But to me, and again, I'm not telling nobody they need to jump into no marriage. I'm not telling nobody they need to, all of a sudden, well, we got to get married. I'm saying, understand why you're not. Understand why are we in this relationship for so long and nothing is moving forward? We just stagnant. Why are we stagnant? Probably because we don't think, either one of us think this is something I really don't want to have an out with. I need an out from you. You cool people. I like you. We get along sometime. But in reality, I know it's something better, so I need an out. So I'm not going to marry you, or I'm not going to ask you to marry me, or I'm not going to accept your marriage proposal because I'm not sure, or I need an out because I believe there's something better for me. And the problem you have is, again, you can't find better when you're already in this long-term relationship.
Yes, you can, sir. Why are you leading the people astray? You can. You can. Go ahead. I'm listening.
You cannot. If you in this other relationship, you are locking yourself out of finding better if that's what you want.
You close the door. Just open that door. You can't lock it. Just open the door.
See, but that's the whole thing. So if you're the one that wants to be married and the other person don't want to be married, and you say, okay, well, I need an out. You should let that other person know. Look, I ain't saying that we are good in this relationship. The relationship is cool right now, but let them know I don't think you are the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Now, that gives the other person an opportunity to say, okay, I'm cool with being in this relationship with you the way it is, or I need to move on. The problem is we don't want to be honest with people.
Yeah, it's mad mature. Everybody trying to have that uncomfortable conversation. That was all awkward. I don't know. I still like you. Like, you're so cute.
That's the whole thing about being. You have to be mature. You have to have uncomfortable. And we talk about this conversation thing, having these difficult conversations. But the most difficult conversation you'll ever have is telling a person how you really feel about them. But again, this is where, sometimes like the volume gets so high that, you want to turn it down a little bit. But you got to have those conversations. Had a conversation so that, when you feel like, we're not connecting, we can say, let's talk this out. Let's figure out what it is. If you're not the best thing for me, and only I determine what's best for me. If I don't feel like you're the best thing or the best person for me, then I have a responsibility to tell you so that you can then make a decision for yourself. Because I'm not telling you I don't want to be with you right now. I'm just saying long term, I don't see this. Or if you tell me long term, you don't see this relationship going into marriage, then I have the right to decide if I want to stay in this current situation and miss out on opportunities to meet someone who may want to marry me. But we do it. Either we do it sometimes.
I'm gonna miss you. Like, why you gotta go get married already? Just wait till I'm ready to find somebody else and then go get married. Like, why you being selfish, girl?
Yeah. See, but you gotta miss me. Gotta miss me with all that. Because the problem, again, I think it's one of the things where I'm not telling you to go get married. I'm not telling you to break up. I'm telling you to evaluate why you do what you do. Why are you in a 5-year relationship with nothing or no plan to move forward? We never even talking about this. Or maybe some of y'all talked about marriage, but you've been stringing it out for so long because in reality, I ain't really want to marry you, but I know you wanted this ring. So I gave you the ring. But every time we talk about a date, I'm like, yeah, we get married next year. We get married next year. But, again, be honest with the person. Let them know you may not be that one. But see, what happens is if you stay in that relationship, you not only hurt that other person by not allowing them to find their Mr. or Mrs. right, but you also hurt yourself because you can't find them either. Because the right person is not trying to be involved with you while you involved with somebody else. Now, the side piece will. Now, that's, they always available. But the right person wants you to be free. And you can't be free and in a relationship at the same time. So you really have to start asking yourself, what are we doing? How long is long enough? How long is not, or how long is too long? Because again, some of you get married or especially early, it's like, we talking about marriage. I've never had another girlfriend in my life. Or I've never dated anyone else. And I don't even know what I like yet. So maybe it's too soon for you. Maybe that's why you can't commit, because you don't really know what there is that you like or don't like. And then some of you, I met the right person. She is or he is all that I need, want, and I know it for a fact. And if that's the case, it's never too soon. You know it without a doubt. You ain't got no doubt about what you like, what you want, because some people mature and grow earlier than others. Some of us need to wait until we in our 30s because we got a lot of junk that we need to get out of us before we bring somebody else into our world. And then others, You may be mature enough to handle a relationship, a marriage, a family life at 21, 22, I don't know, whatever that age is for you. But there is that time. I think, but you can't just be just thinking as a grown adult working every day, I'm just going to be going home or either we living together or we not living together, but you the only person in my life, but you ain't showing no interest that you want to take this to the ultimate level of us being married.
Oh, you gotta be so impatient.
Yeah.
Like, I might have changed my mind and married you one day, but now you annoying because you like, marry me. Oh my God, it's only been 5 years. That's only half a decade. Like, what are we rushing for? Girl, we young. Prime of our lives.
And that's the key. So if you gotta change your mind and decide to marry me, that means, look, I ain't the dude for you. I don't need that conversation. Look, I'm good. I appreciate you saying that.
Baby, we not there right now, but I see the potential in you. Like, one day you could grow and I could want to marry you. I'm just saying right now, that's not
5 years of your life is a long time to be with that one person where I could have been in 2 or 3 relationships and found that this is what I really like or need. But I missed out on all that because I'm stuck in this one relationship with somebody that don't want to marry me. That's something. Is it? Yeah. I mean, like I said, but again, we get comfortable, and comfort can be your worst enemy sometimes because you are so comfortable. I don't want to change. You ain't happy, but you don't want to change. You're scared of the change. Change is not a bad thing. Comfort can be your enemy. Comfort can destroy so much. It's like, I'm just so, well, look, I know where she gonna put her shoes. I know where she gonna leave this, or I know where he gonna leave that. I know how we work together. But ain't no excitement in this. We just existing together. I don't want to rush home. I know she there. She gonna be there.
I know she there. She in there breathing.
Yeah, but look, we cool. But I get there. Neither one of us doing nothing wrong. We just ain't doing nothing exciting and fun either, because we're comfortable. But staying in that comfort, you gotta push yourself. You gotta just like, what else is there? Is it always gonna be just about comfort? And just about, I don't want to be by myself. I don't want to be alone. Sometimes you need to be alone so you can figure out what you really need and want. But what you don't want, or what you don't need rather, is to be in a relationship with somebody that don't really want you. And that's what happens with these long-term relationships. The person is like, you just not it. But you the best I got right now. You're the best I got. You ain't a hoopty, but you ain't that Mercedes either. But you somewhere, you might be a Toyota right now, So I'm cool with the Toyota. You ride nice. But I'm waiting because I still want that Mercedes. So when I get that Mercedes, I am gonna trade you in. Just know that.
All right, see, that's cruel. We ain't gotta say it like that.
So that's what it's gonna happen. That's what I'm saying though.
You gotta be like, look, I just feel like there's another car out there for me right now.
Uh-huh.
And you can't be in it.
Right.
And then you walk away.
Right.
She understand.
And after 5 years that I gave you 5 years of my life, and you like, I just want to walk away now.
No, you're right. You definitely should give her a kiss. Hug too. She'll be hurt. She'll be distraught.
She gonna be hurt. I mean, or he gonna be hurt. Because again, it happens to dudes too. He wanting to get married. She like, I don't want to marry you. We cool, just like we are. Why? Why are we cool? The only reason a woman tells a man they cool and she don't get married is because she know somebody else out there better than you. Mm-hmm. She ain't even. You can say what you want. She just got she got these intimacy issues, or she got relationship issues because of what she saw in her. No, she don't want you, bruh, because she thinking somebody better than you. Mm-hmm. She ain't spending 5 years with you for nothing. She's spending 5 years with you because she's waiting on somebody else to come up and show her a different life. or she would have just married you. So y'all got to have real conversation. What's too long? How long should we date? What are we waiting on? If I'm not the one, if I am not the one, just tell me. We cool. It's not we can end this and move on. The problem is we don't know how to be mature and have real conversation, so we end up breaking up in a nasty way. We wait until the other person find that other person or they think that they want, and then they cheat, and now you're breaking up and y'all mad at each other. But if you'd had a real conversation, we could have walked away and been friends. And when we saw each other every now and then, we talk and have a good time and be like, yo, it's good to see you, blah, blah, and keep it moving. But now, because you cheated on me or you did me wrong, now when I see you, I won't put sugar in your gas tank.
Hey.
So you leave with that anger. It's like, come on, man, we got to be better than that. Have real conversation. Talk about what's really going on.
That's how old people settle disputes.
They used to, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that was like common though. Like,
yeah, I used to hear a lot of people talk about putting sugar in the
I
gas.
used to hear it too. I never actually, you knew people that did it.
Yeah, I knew one person that did it before, but
that's wild.
Yeah, so I mean, but again, look, that's because it was ugly. An ugly ending caused these other problems. But now, like I said, we should be more mature in having these conversations. Look, even like you got dudes that had 2 families, one on one side of the street, one on the other side of the street. Everybody knew, but he was honest. And she accepted, look, that's my girl over there. Look, this ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in here. And everybody was cool with it.
Insane.
Now, I ain't saying it's right, but at least he was honest about what was going on. So they knew how they can handle it or how they wanted to handle it. They had the right to handle it however they wanted to. But it's different when you creeping and you sneaking around and don't tell nobody. So for 5 years, I think it's me and you got somebody on the side waiting to take my place. Because you were never committed to me. You never wanted to fully commit. And so you just strung the other person along.
That's not like preparation. That's not like
yeah, you preparing for your next relationship? No. And again, you could look at it as preparing.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, but it's just not healthy.
Because unhealthy foresight.
Yeah, unhealthy foresight, yeah. But again, so just be honest with people. Let them know what you want, but let them know that, yo, I think you're a really nice person. I don't see us getting married though. This is not where this relationship is going. And so if it's not going there, at least I can determine how long I want to be in this relationship. I can let it ride until it run its course, and then I can step. When I feel like, but if all I'm thinking is one day she'll marry me, or one day he'll ask me to marry him. If I'm thinking that's going to happen, then I get caught up or get stuck. Mm-hmm. And the last place somebody want to be is stuck in a relationship that's not moving. Your relationship, even after you get married, your relationship should be growing and developing. But, we just stuck. We going to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Look, I'm too old to be having a girlfriend. You my girlfriend. Oh, this is my girlfriend. Bro, you 40 years old. You still got a girlfriend? Yeah, she been my girlfriend for 20 years. For 20 years. For 20 years, this been your girlfriend?
Yeah,
and nobody...
They probably just say my lady.
Yeah, you try to make it more. That's my lady.
That's my lady. My lady going.
Yeah, your lady. But she your lady, but you never wanted to make her your wife. Why? Why, lady, were you never good enough to be the wife?
Why, lady?
Why, my man, so to speak, you say, that's my man. How come that's your man? But dude, how come you were never good enough to be her husband? Why did she never see you that way? Why would she never want to see you that way? Why did you never see her as your wife? And the problem is, again, you stuck. So you missed out on the woman that probably could have been your wife. Because you was stuck with your lady, or you was stuck with your man, so you never met your husband. Make a decision. Look, it's long, and I'm not saying 5 years is the cutoff or whatever. Y'all figure out whatever your cutoff is. For me, I don't know if I could date somebody more than 2 years because I already know. Probably, I put it when I knew after the first date with my wife, I was like, yo, I could marry her. I knew from our long conversation, yo, I could marry her. I could see her as wifey material, somebody that I could be with. So I think men, for the most part, we know. Now, when you act on it, it's something different, but at least you know. But some of y'all, it's like 2 years. You still don't know. Lady, you may not know. I don't know. I can't speak for y'all. But the dude know. And after them 2 years, he already knew if he could marry, if he thought of you as a wife. He definitely knew. 5 years? Oh yeah. Not only did he know, but he already decided that you not wifey material.
Yeah,
5 years? Look, he already decided. He was, and it will say, well, we still working on some things. Come on, man. What y'all working on after 5 years? She is who she is. He is who he is. You know all that you need to know. There is no, we still working on some things.
Facts.
Everything about that person is what they are. And you can say, well, they going through therapy. Okay, then they can keep going through their therapy, but I need to go find somebody that ain't in therapy.
I find somebody who got a certificate.
Yeah, I need somebody that's already finished therapy. So, but again, it's like, I get, and again, it's always growth. It's always more time to do some things, but we know what we know. So all I'm saying is with this is that if you are in a relationship and there's been years that's passed and you're still in that relationship, at some point you got to look at, do I want to marry him? Do I want to marry her? And if not, why? And then just be honest with the other person and give them the option to make a decision for themselves. It ain't always comfortable. It may not make you feel good. You may say, oh, well, I'm going to be by myself. Maybe. Until you find somebody else. Ain't nobody, look, you'll be by yourself. There's plenty of people out here. But at least you know from that past relationship what you want or what you don't want. But if you stay in that relationship, you'll never find what you're really looking for. If that person is not it. Now, if you just say, well, I'm afraid to be married, then that's fine. You can be afraid and work on whatever that fear is of yours. Figure out why you're afraid and then you move on. But again, just hold. It's almost like you're holding people hostage in a relationship because you don't want to be honest with them. I love you, girl. You know I love you. I just don't think we're ready for marriage yet. Okay, well, what will make us ready? Because we doing all the things married people do, but you still want that out. Yeah, I think he's so special. He's the love of my life, but I don't think we ready to get married. Okay, so it's been 7 years and you still don't think y'all ready to get married? So y'all need to have real conversations. Understand what you want. Be honest with the person about what you don't want. And then let that other person make a decision for themselves as well. They may say, okay, it's cool. I don't want to marry you either.
They're not going to say that. And no one's going to say that. Stop telling these people that. No one is going to say, listen, y'all can tell them, you can do that. This is very adult. He's being very mature. And you can 100% have that conversation. It's actually the right thing to do. Go figure, right? I'm telling you, that is the right thing to do. It is the correct, responsible, mature thing to do.
Right.
However,
none
of the things that he is saying is going to happen after you say that is what is going to happen. No, she's not going to be,
I didn't say she.
Neither one. Whoever is talking, that other person is not going to respond with, thanks for telling me. We can move on. Let's be friends. But they are going to be pissed. But you might as well tell them you cheated on them. They gonna feel like you cheated on them.
Even more of a reason why you need to be honest and move it forward. Because why are you just dragging? The longer you drag it on, the worse it's going to get. It's not like if you told me at 2 years versus you tell me at 7 years, it's going to be better at 7 years. Because now I'm thinking, hold up. I done wasted 7 years of my life with this fool that never wanted me.
Okay, I hear you.
So,
I hear you. I hear you.
look,
I hear you.
let's
I hear
have
you.
that conversation.
Hold on, wait, because this is perfect.
All right.
I hear everything you just said, right?
Right.
It's better. It's better to do it now because it only gets worse if you put it off, right?
Right.
There's no need to put it off. Like nothing that you put off really is
ever gets better.
Right. It can't even be comforting.
Right.
However, student loans.
Student loans. Student loans.
What does almost everybody try to do with student loans?
Get their parents to pay for it for them?
100%. What do the people who can't try to get their parents to pay for it?
Oh, deferred.
And it is better. I would defer student loans for the rest of my life if I can. And guess what? They just won't get paid, and I'll be happy not having to deal with student loans.
Okay. Using that as an example. So you defer your student loans, but where are your student loans?
I don't know because I'm not paying them.
They're still there hanging over your head. And there's still there something that somebody always gonna throw. So why do you want to be in a relationship with somebody just hanging in your life that you don't want in your life?
Over my head.
I don't know.
No. Because why do you think a student loan is even hanging over my head?
Because it's always there.
That student loan, they may send the email. Right. I don't gotta read it.
Right, but you gotta listen to this person. This person gonna keep talking to you for the rest of, and you gonna be like,
but she's
Lord,
talking.
I'm trying to defer her.
See, that's the thing.
I can't defer this one.
Deferring it. So the way she's talking right now, that's better than the way that I'm deferring her talking to me.
But if I told you the truth, I don't have to defer you. I don't have to listen to you no more because it's that one. I may hit that one hit and it's all over. You walk away and I don't have to hear you no more. As opposed to you just constantly. Every time, because again, you may not say anything bad, but I already know I don't want you anyway. So even the good stuff you say don't even hit the same way. Because I'm thinking, why are you here?
Right.
So it's like
all right, I either pay this lump sum, and I got to deal with hearing you and me telling you, hey, let me be honest with you, we just not get married right now. We're just or I can make those smaller monthly payments and just hear you like a little bit, and we can still do it. So it's fine.
No.
Because it's all about what you like.
Because again, I don't want to be making no monthly payments because I don't want to be taking money out my check. So I want to pay you off. I want to pay it off and get rid of it. So
we're abandoning this student loan debt.
We can go. See, this is the problem we have sometimes. We just be talking about stuff, and I hope y'all was able to keep up. But anyway.
All right, thanks for coming to our podcast about student loans. Everybody stay in school.
Yeah, just keep going to school. You never have to pay your student loan back. But again, just make a decision, people. Be honest with the people you with, and then decide. And then y'all both decide what's best for your relationship. If your relationship is cool where it is, and we just gonna date and be dating or have be my lady, my man, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever y'all want to call each other, and that's cool with y'all, that's cool. However, if you looking for a wife and you in a relationship or a husband, but you in a relationship with a person that you know for a fact is not the person you want to spend your life with,
don't figure it out together, right?
Yeah, don't be complacent. Look, don't let that comfort destroy what you moving forward. I'm cool with you. I like you. You just not her, or you just not him. For me, don't mean you ain't her for somebody else, but for me. And I just need to be honest with you, so I can go find her. And I can't find her when I'm in this relationship because it wouldn't be fair for me to be stepping out the relationship looking for her. So I'm just being honest with you, and I hope you can be honest with me. So, again, like I said, guys, do your research, figure out what you want, figure out what you need, and decide for yourself. Make a decision. What's too long for you? Because what's too long for me is not the same what's too long for you. So decide what's too long for you and how long you can be in that relationship and how long you could be in a relationship with somebody. You figure that out. So
y'all talk about it together. Unless you trust yourself. If you trust yourself, make all decisions unilaterally and don't consult them, he or she, him or her on anything. Don't just do it. Just do what you think is best for y'all.
Ignore that. But yeah, so work that out together. Hey, but with that, I hope y'all had some fun. We had some fun with this. It was kind of crazy with the too long thing. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you got a little something out of it. And like always, I want you to do your own research. Figure it out what you need best for yourself. All right. This podcast is not about telling you what to do. It's about making you think critically about what's best for you and getting the information you need to make the best decision for yourself. All right. So
and I'm trying to tell you, like, you don't gotta listen to me, but you should.
Like I said,
or you can listen to him, man.
You know,
call us, write us in, and tell us, let us know how it went, guys.
Hey, so right now we're gonna get up out of here.
How you and your new friend are doing?
Yes. So we gonna get up out of here. Y'all be cool. We appreciate you listening, and we want them to do what we always want them to do.
Tell people to tell people, like and subscribe. Holla at us.
Holla at us. All right, we'll get back at you. Appreciate you guys. Y'all take it easy. Until next time.
Remember, he is Rob. I just look like him.
Peace.
Got it, nobody.
Studio. We in the studio. We in the studio. We Rob in the studio. In the studio. In the studio. Catch a vibe in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. We Rob in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. Catch a vibe. Yeah, I'm in the studio with Rob. I need to make the heat flicker. Izzle on it, only thing can make a Rico beat sicker. So listen and get your wisdom gemstones on your head. Good with the OG like Flintstones, good in bed. Been living a long time and he got something to say. Depending on how you feeling, dog, you might got something to pray. This type of influence that you ain't gotta filter through your liver. We in the studio with Rob, come let the heat rock simmer.